If you've got all your investments spread out to little spots, you're a small fish to all of these institutions, and none of them are going to give you the best possible service.
What is the first thing I should do when I want to start a financial plan?
The first thing you should do is interview people or do a little bit of research into where your home base should be.
Okay.
You should have one spot that is managing all of your assets. Now, if it's DIY platform, that's okay. If it is a financial planner, that's great too. But you want to have everything in one spot, because you don't want everything spread out everywhere, because you'll have 5 sets of rules, 5 sets of fees you're paying, 5 sets of ways to get your money in and out, 5 sets of types of investments that you need to understand the nuances of. You want to have everything in one spot to avoid procrastination and to avoid complication of dealing with multiple systems. The easiest way to do well in your financial plan is to simplify it. And so you should be bringing everything to one home base and be a big fish to that one institution so that you get treated the best way possible. If you've got all your investments spread out to little spots, you're a small fish to all of these institutions, and none of them are going to give you the best possible service. Most people are just not going to do anything, and they're just going to let their money sit. One great example of that, or what people do when they let money sit, and it's to their huge detriment, is when they leave a group plan. They don't realize, and the companies are pretty sneaky about this, but they don't realize that their fees are going from good rates in a group plan to retail mutual fund fees just because they left. And they will leave that plan behind and pay way more fees. So sometimes we come into situations where we see 2 or 3 of these orphaned plans. They're not getting any advice whatsoever, and they're paying extremely high mutual fund fees on this. And so you think to yourself, my goodness, how much have they given up in opportunity cost, and that they could have had paid lower fees, or they could have been getting advice on what these plans are. They just kind of they take the path of least resistance. And so banks over the last 30 years have gobbled up all of the investments from people just by upselling them in the branch. And they've managed to take control of a lot of assets. And then they put them in their bank mutual funds, which are very, very high fees that are completely hidden and you can't see them. And you're getting generally not the highest quality financial advisor. I'll just say it. I don't want to insult anybody, but we have a very, very low barrier to entry in our industry to sell mutual funds. It's one test and you're in.